Welcome back to our semifinal round of our pre-Las Vegas Regionals tournament here at Psycho Turtle in Pico Rivera, California. I am Dennis Geisler. I have Titania here with me with a fun smiley face.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
I really like that one. I feel like the kind of nose smiley faces are underrated.
The nose is super underrated.
Right?
Like, it adds so much flavor to the smiley face.
Exactly, right? Like, you've got the dash one, feels kind of like an old person.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, but then you've got, like, the carrot.
Yeah.
No one ever sees the carrot coming.
Yeah, no one sees it coming. It's a really nice feature. We have a very fun one coming up here. We have Tyler Deacy and Arnie Wolf. Tyler Decky. Tyler Decky is still funny to me. Tyler is running the Alolan Ninetales, Rillaboom. Yeah. Alolan Ninetales, Rillaboom, Magmar, Sneasler, King Gambit, and Male Basque Legion. Arnie running the Pigua. I named it Pigua because it's Porygon 2, Incineroar, Golden Go, Ursaluna, and Amoonguss.
So the Pigua plus Kilowattrel.
Plus Kilowattrel. And Kilowattrel, they always have a fast Pokemon. Sometimes it's Flamigo, sometimes it's Kilowattrel, sometimes it's Sneasler. Somebody here is running Sneasler with Pigua. But Arnie is so good with this team. And you can tell Tyler just scrolling through everything like, what do I do against this team from Arnie?
What do I do against the Pigua?
What do I do against this? And Arnie's just so good at it, and Arnie is so slow and methodical at playing it, which is a compliment in this instance.
As opposed to other instances?
If the game goes on a little too long, it will not be a compliment.
Yeah.
But for now, it's a compliment.
For now, plays slow, parentheses, affectionate.
Yeah.
But if he's not careful, it's going to be plays slow, parentheses, derogatory.
And this lead from Arnie is pretty nice. Very much showing the fake-out Trick Room as the starter here. Although you do give King Gambit the +1 boost here. Porygon 2 does get the special attack boost. That's pretty significant. Porygon 2 also does have Terra Fighting, as we saw earlier today.
Yeah, so could go for that Terra Fighting straight into the Gambit, but that seems maybe a little bit too obvious.
It certainly could, but at the same time, it could also just defensively Terra Fighting.
Yeah, true.
Because of the King Gambit, and still go for the Trick Room, which I think makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that would actually make much more sense. Now that you mention it.
Now that I mention it.
As it so happens.
We will see the Terra on the King Gambit as well, which I like quite a bit. Still going to eat the Fake Out, which makes a lot of sense there. And the Magmar gets the Taunt off into the Porygon 2. And I think...
go for the...
Oh, hold on.
Trick Room?
Yeah, it must be... Oh, no!
Terra Blast.
Just give me the raw, normal-type Terra Blast into the Magmar there. Does okay damage, but...
Like, importantly, does not... Like, gets to use its turn.
Yeah, it does get to use its turn, which is important. It doesn't get to Trick Room, which means that King Gambit is still in a nice spot here. Although it's only +1, it would certainly love to be +3 right now, but...
That's what happens when you get fake-outed.
That is what happens when you get it with a fake-out.
Yeah. Once again, it do be like that. The Sneasler comes out. Our favorite... little guy.
Favorite little guy Sneasler. Literally yesterday, Alexis and I were talking about this Sneasler set being the good one. Focus Sash Sneasler being so much better than the rest because you get to do more things.
Yeah.
You just don't have to worry about just getting, like, blown up immediately. You can click Dire Claw twice. You can click Close Combat twice. And this one even has Fake Out, which is a real nice option in some instances.
Could this be an instance?
This could be an instance. We're going to get the Incineroar switch out, which I don't hate, given all of the physical Pokemon on Tyler's team.
Right.
And the Amoonguss coming in.
Very nice.
Amoonguss is nice against the King Gambit. It's reasonably nice against the King Gambit.
Do you have any... No, there's no... Let me see if I can read. Yeah, there's no safety goggles at all on the team. We've got maybe one Rillaboom.
Yeah, that's really it. Close Combat does nothing to Amoonguss there.
Yeah. Amoonguss is like, yes, please.
Yeah.
Yum, 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 yum.
Yeah, especially with all the switch outs and business. Oh, never mind.
But,
whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just needed the chip damage to get the...
Yeah. I forget. It is still +1 King Gambit Kowtow Cleave. Like, King Gambit is ridiculously strong. Terra Blast.
Let's see. Okay, not...
It's good damage, but it's not good enough.
Yeah.
Porygon 2 no longer taunted. I wonder if Arnie brings out the Incineroar to try to get the Trick Room up this time.
Yeah, there's no taunt on the field, there's no Fake Out available. Porygon should be able to get the Trick Room if it wants it.
Yeah, with the Fake Out Trick Room here. That still puts you in a little bit of an awkward spot if you are Arnie. You're just missing your Amoonguss, and Amoonguss matters so much. That was weird looking. Amoonguss just matters so much in this case.
Right, because if you're going to go for a Trick Room, if you're going to go through all the effort to put one up, you definitely want to have... Like, Amoonguss is such a great tool to have in a Trick Room.
Yeah, and you do have the Ursaluna in the back. I'm not going to comment on it until it hits the field, but we do have the Ursaluna in the back. The switch out from the Sneasler, it was at -1, so not a terrible idea, and Magmar, the Cloud Watcher, that's a fascinating title. Magmar will be able to take the field here, but yeah, I think Tyler's just kind of accepting that the... Ooh, it was actually Fake Out into the Magmar slot, which is very interesting.
And it goes for the Ice Beam.
Wow.
Good switch then.
Very good switch then. It means that, yeah, there's really nothing stopping you from going for the, Follow Me and Cow Cow. Because if Magmar drops, then Magmar drops. Not a big deal.
Yeah,
knockoff.
Use the knockoff.
Yeah. Picks up the KO, though, so that does mean the Porygon 2 gets to do something here.
But how helpful is most likely a Fighting Terra Terra Blast into the fire type going to be?
I mean... It should KO at this point. It's down to pretty low HP. It should KO.
You know, that's true.
Yeah.
I forgot how low HP it was.
Yeah, King Gambit's just taken so many hits at this point that...
But I think it's done its job.
It's pretty much done its job, but I am worried for Ty at this point because you only have the 2 Pokemon remaining.
Right, yeah. And
you do have Fake Outs galore this turn. Both your Pokemon on the field here have Fake Out available. You could just go for 2 Fake Outs, although that would be...
That's certainly a choice that you could make.
Yeah.
But it's a good choice. I cannot say, but
yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. I think this play is a little bit better than when Tyler is actually locking in here.
Yeah, just get that Fake Out onto the Porygon so it just can't do anything, and then hopefully take down this Incineroar.
Yeah, exactly. Especially
which cannot protect, obviously.
And even if it's a switch out, if you can assume that the bear is in the back, which I think is a really good assumption at this point, I think Kilowattrel or Golden Go would have hit the field before now.
Right.
So I think Tyler can make a really good assumption that that is the Ursaluna in the back. And...
yeah, and it'll do great damage to that Ursaluna.
Absolutely, especially considering it just wants to use this turn to, like, eat a Fake Out and not have to do anything and get its Guts active. But now it takes a really big close combat.
Ooh!
Uh-oh!
KOs, but...
it does almost KO. Grassy Glide should be available for it, and even if you don't want to do that... I don't know. I don't know if it would drop to Burn Chip at this point. I think it wouldn't.
Yeah, it seems like it's got just enough health, but Trick Room's not up. Grassy Glide will just take it out. It's looking pretty tough for Arnie here.
It's looking pretty tough for Arnie. You do still have the Incineroar in the back, though.
Right. So is there any way that Arnie can use that Incineroar to try and pivot into a winning situation, or is it just...
I mean, it will get the Intimidate down on both of these Pokemon. The question is mostly, what can Porygon 2 do here? First question is, does this sleep? No, it does not. Trick Room gets up. That is important.
Nice. We take those. If you're Arnie. If we are Arnie.
If we are Arnie.
If all of us are Arnie.
Collectively. Because that puts Arnie in not a terrible spot, honestly. Your Pokemon will move first. Incineroar will hit. Yeah, it's a normal Ursaluna. I wasn't going to mention it, because I thought it was funny that it was Flame Orb Ursaluna Blood Moon. I wasn't going to mention it until it hit the field. But yeah, it's normal Ursaluna, not the Blood Moon that was showing. It showed in the last set, too. It just never hit the field, and so it never mattered. Ice Beam does good damage to Rillaboom. Incineroar actually clicking the U-turn. Not enough to KO the Rillaboom. You wonder if you would have preferred to use the
knockoff?
Flare Blitz there.
Oh, Flare Blitz, yeah. But
Rillaboom does drop to the recoil there from the Wood Hammer.
But is it too little too late?
Depends.
So now we've got a really exciting 1v1.
We do. Sneasler will take at least 2 hits guaranteed because of Focus Sash.
Right, and there's always a chance for Dire Claw to do some Dire Claw shenanigans.
It certainly is possible. And we know nothing will KO the Porygon 2 from this range, I don't believe.
Recover. Nice. But...
Recover's a nice call-out. I mean, yeah, it was certainly likely to happen. Oh, I thought it was a Protect from Ty there.
Yeah, I saw
Ooh,
Ty
and
have
it's
a
the Poison Touch
Ooh.
that activated. That's probably good for Arnie,
right?
actually, yeah.
There's no chance of sleep.
Because now there's no chance of sleep, there's no chance of paralysis, there's nothing to stop that. The damage is the big thing now. It's just how much damage is Porygon 2 taking.
Right, and if Ty can stall it out long enough...
You gotta Protect here.
Yeah.
Hold for the Protect turn. Trying to stall out the Trick Room here.
Right, we're stalling out the Trick Room.
It should be a 2-hit KO from Arnie, from the Porygon 2 into the Sneasler here, I think.
Yeah, you're probably right, but can Ty hold on long enough to maybe get some of that Poison Tip?
There's the Ice Beam.
Oh.
Goes down to 1 HP.
Yep.
It could freeze. That would be the funniest way for this to end. Close combat. Good damage.
Yeah, pretty good damage.
It's really close. It's really, really close here. Because I think the next one will KO, actually. It's really close. It's so close. Trick Room's over. Okay. So here's the play.
Okay.
It's going to be a question. Does this KO?
I think it...
Okay,
yeah,
yes, it
there's
does.
no way it doesn't.
And 1 HP, once again.
1 HP and a Dream.
1 HP and a Dream. Sneasler gets the job done. Tyler able to clutch that one out and pick up the win there.
Love to see it.
Yeah, and ultimately, I look at the battle now in this hindsight, and I'm like, yeah, that Amoonguss was kind of necessary.
Yeah.
Kind of needed that Amoonguss.
Yeah.
Also,
what did Amoonguss do? Come in, just...
I think it just got lit up by Kowtow Cleave.
Yeah, just came in, ate a Kowtow, left.
And it also didn't help that the Trick Room didn't really come up in a couple of ideal spots, particularly the one where it was the double up into the Magmar that switched out. It could have been a Trick Room in that instance, and I wouldn't have hated that from Arnie's side.
Yeah, Arnie really needs to focus on getting speed control, I think, just because if you're going to have the Amoonguss, and the Amoonguss seems pretty good into this team, you really need to make sure that it is able to actually do something.
Yeah.
Like, especially, so getting Trick Room up before you can bring it in, especially knowing that it just eats that Kingambit Kowtow Cleave and is very sad about it.
Yeah. Well, and especially, we saw the four slow members of this team we saw in the last game. I wonder if it was Arnie just saying, I'll never have the speed advantage against this. Because I think Kilowattrel is not terrible into this matchup. I think Golden Go is always a good Pokemon.
Right.
Obviously, Golden Go struggles against Kingambit, so I don't know if you bring it that one, but...
Alright, we're just going Ursaluna straight away.
I don't hate this, actually. I don't hate this at all. Download does get the special attack boost. We do always have to note that because it does matter.
Right.
But this is kind of an awkward spot because you can only Terra one of these two Pokemon, and they both are kind of scared of Sneasler.
Right, but you can also protect Ursaluna.
To protect the Ursaluna, I think that feels obvious for Ty to fake out the Porygon 2 and Swords Dance. I think that's the obvious play here. And so I wonder if you go for something more aggressive if you're Arnie. We're going to see the Terra on somebody. It's going to be the Porygon 2. I don't hate that regardless.
Yeah.
It's not like a bad Terra in any case.
Yeah,
but...
especially when you're facing down a close combat Sneasler.
Yeah. Yeah, and especially just into this matchup with the Kingambit over there as well.
Right.
But no Protect from the Ursaluna, so we'll get an attack off here. We'll see if it's a headlong into the...
It is, and it is.
Okay, that's really good there for Arnie.
Yeah, I saw Arnie pop off a little bit.
Yeah,
so,
I like that.
Really great call.
Yeah, I like that call out quite a bit. Because I think that was a really obvious play for Ty, and a good play for Ty.
Right.
But Arnie called it out in a really, really good way. And now the Ursaluna's on the field feeling real good.
The only problem is it is still very slow, but can anything really take advantage of that?
I wonder. I wonder at this point if you just switch out the Ursaluna, because I look at the plays and it's like, okay, you could go for Trick Room Protect here, but you would then worry about Taunt into the Porygon 2. And so at that point it's like, okay, why not just switch in Incineroar and weaken the Sneasler a bit and, like, attack something.
Yeah, but that is probably sacking your Incineroar, right? Or do you think does it survive a close combat?
At -1, I think it does. I think it takes one.
Okay, well...
So we'll find out.
Yeah.
I assume that is going to be Incineroar. No, it's the Amoonguss.
It's the Amoonguss.
I don't hate that either. Especially if you think you can get the Trick Room up this turn. And even if you can't, it's still redirection. You're gonna see that... Oh, it is the Terra on the Magmar, Terra Ghost. It is really nice against the Porygon 2 in that case. I feel like I've seen this matchup a lot of times of the Porygon 2 against the Terra Ghost Magmar.
Yeah.
And yeah, the close combat, Amoonguss will definitely take a close combat perfectly happily.
Yes.
Yeah. Happy guy. And do we see Trick Room? We do see Trick Room. Wow, Arnie is calling these plays so well in this game. And Ty is definitely like, okay, I don't know what I do here.
Yeah, Ty was really trying to use the pressure of Taunt to get an advantage, but...
You do have Vital Spirit Magmar, so you're not scared of Spore here. And you're honestly not that afraid of the damage.
Oh, but Amoonguss just switches
back out. Which I think
is
why Amoonguss switches out here and goes into Incineroar.
Really big, because we just saw Double Protect come out on Ty's side. And so just gets that Intimidate just for free.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
I was going to say, I don't think it was Double Protect, but I believe you if you said it.
Yeah, well, I notably don't have great vision. Okay.
Yeah, it's the Dire Claw into the Porygon 2.
And in the sleep.
Sleep is important.
Yeah.
I don't think it's totally game-changing at this point, though.
Right. I would assume we see a Fake Out into the Sneasler.
I would expect that as well, although I could also see the Incineroar just getting more aggressive and saying, no, I'm not going for Fake Out, I'm just going for like a knockoff into the Magmar or something. Porygon 2 is asleep, takes the sleepy turn, guaranteed sleepy turn.
Government mandated.
It was knockoff into Magmar.
Nice call out by Ty.
We'll see with close combat.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that.
Oh! It does take it at -1.
Yeah, barely hangs on.
Barely hangs on. It still puts Incineroar in an awkward spot.
Right. Because, how do you feel about this play?
I like it, except for the fact that Porygon 2 wakes up, goes for the Ice Beam, lands it into the Magmar. Good damage there. And the freeze. That's crazy.
Yeah, I guess when you get
You don't expect Magmar to be frozen, and the knockoff following up gets the KO anyways. I figured that it would.
Yeah.
But that does put a damper in Ty's plans here.
Right, and even though I guess he's trading the sorry, I guess they're trading the close combat into the
Poison Touch.
Porygon.
No Poison Touch. Yeah, I don't hate that because Incineroar's not doing. Oh, it was Poison Touch.
Poison Touch.
Never mind. I called it. But that does mean that it can't
foresight.
be sleeped anymore.
Yeah. So I don't know if that helps or hurts or just is kind of what it is.
I think the thing is, at this point, we have an Amoonguss with full health in the back.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's any way for Ty to beat that.
What is the Amoonguss running? It's got Pollen Puff. So
it's got Pollen Puff. Like it's more of an issue of it can just kind of Rage Powder everything.
Right.
It can't Rage Powder the Rillaboom, I guess.
Yeah, it can't. But that's the thing, right? Because the Rillaboom is
so maybe
kind of big.
So maybe it would just be War of Attrition towards the end if Arnie can't break through here.
I think probably Arnie really needs to target down that Sneasler. Just finish it off.
At least break the sash.
Yeah.
Grassy Glide into Porygon 2 does not KO.
And the Ice Beam goes into the Rillaboom.
That's big. That
takes it well though with that Assault Vest.
Yeah, it takes it well. But I don't think it takes that.
Not well enough.
Yeah, I don't think it takes that one.
Yeah.
And even if Arnie loses both of his Pokemon here,
which I think he will.
I think it's basically guaranteed.
Yeah.
I think
knock off the recoil, and then the poison damage should take out or whatever the Sneasler's about to do. A Dire Claw.
A Dire Claw, in fact.
Maybe the most excessive Dire Claw.
I mean, it's not a lot of damage, so
that's fair, but
it's not bad when you just have to do that. But even with Trick Room over, there's not really anything stopping Arnie from winning by clicking Rage Powder Facade twice.
Right. Because Sneasler does need to get hit twice, but it can only hit one of these Pokemon.
And
any
it
given
doesn't
turn.
do anything to Amoonguss.
Yeah, that is also a problem.
Like, I think you have to get, like, a Dire Claw sleep or something. Like, there's really not much of a way through this. We'll see the Rage Powder here. Because I think you have to shut down the Amoonguss and then very slowly work your way through it, because that Dire Claw does nothing. Does get the para.
I don't know if the para is what you wanted
business.
there, though. I guess maybe it could stop a Rage Powder from coming out.
It could stop a Rage Powder from coming out. It's possible.
Right, so...
Is it likely? No.
No. Absolutely not. But... Okay, the way forward for Tai here is close combat into the Ursaluna, and really, really hope that Rage Powder doesn't come out.
Yeah, I think that's basically the only play here. Let's see it. Oh, it's just protect. I like this play, actually.
Oh, yeah,
Protect
really...
plus Pollen Puff.
Yeah.
And you know that this is going to be the play from Tai.
Because Tai really doesn't have too many other options, so if, whether or not it comes out, right?
Oh, Spore! I guess that's equally
really
reasonable.
Safe. Really safe.
Yeah. I think that Pollen Puff would have KO'd, but...
I think so, too, but if it doesn't come out, right, just make sure you're locking up that endgame nice and safe.
You know what? It's going to be a win for Arnie anyways. He's going to have a 1 next to his face there in just a moment. So...
Instead of the 0, which is as large as that round forehead.
Game 3!
Game 3, baby! We love to see a game 3.
And hello to Arnie's parents who are watching this.
Oh, hello, Arnie's parents! But now, both these trainers, who are number 1 in their heart.
We're getting into game number 3. I mean, what do you do if you are either of these players here? I think the thing about Tai playing against this team is you do have to get really aggressive against some of these Pokemon. Just hunt for one-hit knockouts into, like, the Incineroar and the... what's that Pokemon's name? Amoonguss?
Oh, Amoonguss, right,
like, as much as possible to try to stop the, like, slow whittling down and the switching and the intimidates and the fake-outs.
Right, like, the more time you give Arnie to just move around, set up his pieces, the more time he's gonna have to take out all your Pokemon.
Yeah, exactly. And even just getting to good spots for it. Yeah.
Exactly. The Amoonguss at the end was just applying so much pressure. And so it's really important to... Like, we saw when the Amoonguss went down in Game 1, Tai was able to win. When the Amoonguss didn't go down, Arnie clutched it out. So... But
I also wonder now if Arnie says, okay, switching it up this time it's the Kilowattrel stuff. I doubt it. But it's possible. Especially because I believe Tai is switching things up as well.
Let's see
in the lead. It is Incineroar and Porygon 2 once again against the Sneasler Basculegion. So both of them are going to get hit by the Intimidate here. That's a little bit awkward.
Yeah, two very physical attackers, and Basculegion is not even the Choice Band set or anything. It is the Choice Scarf adaptability, which is going to do gigantic damage, but...
It'll do good damage, but not necessarily at -1.
Right,
Although, you wonder if you just say, okay, this cat is done. We're getting rid of this cat right now.
This cat is out of here. I was really trying to find something that rhymed with cat. Could not come up with it. The cat comes back?
That's still not a rhyme.
It's like, it rhymes if you believe hard enough.
Yeah,
anyways,
that's true.
so we get Terra coming out for Arnie onto that Porygon.
I guess it makes sense, actually. I thought about it for a second, and yeah, it actually makes perfect sense. But it does mean the Incineroar is not Terastallizing.
But
it's going to get hit by something. Ooh, fake out into the Porygon 2, so no Terra here. And it gets the Poison Touch immediately.
Wow.
That's pretty good, actually, because the Porygon 2 does take a lot of damage against that. Flip turn into the Incineroar.
Yeah, straight into the flip turn. Do we...
Good damage.
Yeah. I guess it was going for the knockoff. That would be... It's just a good thing to get Basculegion out of there sometimes. But yeah, the question is, what is that Incineroar going for? Knockoff, yup.
Ooh, knockoff in a Magmar is tough.
Right. I mean, the knockoff there is just good in general, because no matter what comes in, like, you're gonna get some value.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be value regardless, but Magmar is so reliant on that EVO Light. It's going to be a little bit awkward here. Does still have the ability to taunt, still perfectly healthy, at least for now, at least in front of these Pokemon, but...
But without the EVO Light, it's one stiff breeze could knock it over.
It'll certainly struggle as the game moves forward, especially if it's not going to be using that Terra, it might just drop to a Terra Blast from the Porygon 2. And yeah, there's the Amoonguss. I kind of expected this, and I'm kind of surprised Tai wouldn't go for because the close combat into the Amoonguss not really going to do anything, and I'm kind of surprised Tai didn't go for like a Burning Jealousy here. The taunt will stop the Trick Room, potentially, but if Arnie calls that... Went for the Trick Room.
We saw how important that Trick Room was game 2.
It is extremely important.
Yeah, so good on Tai to kind of identify that and stop it, even though that Magmar was just extremely exposed.
But I wonder now if you do something like a close combat Burning Jealousy. Like, you just have to do damage to this Amoonguss.
Right, but I'm seeing a taunt.
You do want to stop the Spore at the very least, so I don't mind this as the play.
And it's Vital Spirit Magmar, so it can't fall asleep to the Spore.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, so just really immobilizing this Amoonguss. And let's see what... Ice Beam into the Sneasler.
A Terra Blast would have been scary there. This could be a side Pollen Puff. Be clever.
A Spore.
A Spore.
Yeah, trying to double down that Sneasler. We know that's the main target, or one of the big damage dealers on this team.
Yeah, at least the main threat on the field right now. But yeah, I think now you can start clicking the Burning Jealousy. It's going to be the Amoonguss switching out, probably for Incineroar coming back in now. Yep,
Incineroar.
It's Cat.
Yeah, Big Cat's back in a big way. Alright, that Intimidate comes down again. How many Intimidates is on this Sneasler at this point?
I think just 2.
Okay.
And it gets the KO, even with 2 Intimidates.
Yeah, the Sneasler's stats are so sad. You just open up the status page and just says, "Help me, please."
It is not feeling great. But it still has a Sash active. Like, it hasn't been taking damage. And even if it eats an Ice Beam here, it can switch out and switch back in and be able to do stuff. Wow, that didn't even bring it down to Sash. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's got, what, -2? Special defense, and it's still...
I think, -2 of the defenses.
Amoonguss comes back in.
Here is the Amoonguss. So, Porygon 2 really wants to click Recover as soon as possible. I think it's still taunted, so it can't.
No, it just shook off the taunt.
It just shook off the taunt, so it can.
Yeah.
Amoonguss is on the field, so it can Rage Powder.
Right. Rage Powder to keep it safe, but does Porygon 2 want to get off the Trick Room? Or do you think it needs to prioritize staying alive
right now? It needs to recover first, because otherwise it might drop to, like, Burning Jealousy poison damage.
That would be pretty sad. Alright, yep.
There's the Rage Powder.
Coming out.
And I would have liked the Burning Jealousy in this spot because of that, but it's just going to be the taunt into the Amoonguss, which isn't bad.
Right.
It means the Amoonguss can't Sport, it means the Amoonguss can't Rage Powder, but does mean Trick Room actually gets active.
Yep.
That's actually fine.
Yeah.
Because you do still get to recover. Although, you are in an awkward spot because Rillaboom is on the field now and can go for the Fake Out. So, Porygon 2 will kind of lose another turn of HP because of that. Or even a Grassy Glide could KO.
True.
But I would kind of like the Fake Out first. We're going to see the Amoonguss switch out again.
Yeah, it really can't do much there.
And as we kind of could assume, the bear comes back out.
The bear is there.
The bear is there. See, follow me.
And you see a Grassy Glide into that Porygon slot. Oh, it just hangs on.
If it clicks Recover, that's so bad.
Oh, no.
It's not actually horrible for Tai, but it's pretty bad for Tai, and that's why I like the Fake Out there. I think Arnie's back in this game because of that. Not in a great spot, but still back in this game because of that play. Tai still has all 4 of their Pokemon available.
But there are still 3 turns of Trick Room.
There are 3 turns of Trick Room.
And you've got a Choice Scarf Basculegion in the back.
Yeah.
So.
And the Ursaluna is ready to get work done.
Yeah, the bear is there. It's got the scares. And is it fair?
We'll find out. There's only one way to find out, and... so the big thing is that Follow Me can come through to block the Facade from coming into the Rillaboom. Porygon 2 should go first, so it's a question of whether Terra Blast KOs. I think it might.
Well,
Ice Beam certainly won't.
Will not.
Because it was +1 against the Eviolite. It really could have gotten there.
Yeah.
But now I think the game's basically over, because Woodhammer's going to KO the Ursaluna. Goodbye.
Goodbye, the bear.
Goodbye, the bear.
We hardly knew you.
We kind of did hardly know it. It didn't show up a whole lot in the 2 sets that we've seen it.
Yeah, I think last game was the first time we'd seen it in general.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then this game, it came in, got burnt, clicked Facade, and then left.
Yeah, and I mean, it got the KO on Magmar, but Magmar is not the target that needed to be taken down at that point. So all Arnie, or all Ty really needs to do is get rid of this Porygon 2, and then slowly figure out how to get through the Amoonguss. Which, to some degree, easier said than done, but also, the Porygon 2 is poison. Fake Out comes through.
At last, the Fake Out into the Porygon 2.
Ooh, Pollen Puff. That's really big. I thought it might be the Grassy Glide, but I guess Ty knew that the Grassy Glide wouldn't KO from that range. So we will see another Wood Hammer into that slot. Ooh, it's good damage, though.
Yeah.
A Grassy Glide might actually KO from this range here.
What was the last priority move we saw? Oh, right, because there's some poison damage.
Yeah.
It's gonna be close. I think last time we saw that Grassy Glide, it was just not enough.
I think you have to go for it regardless, but it's gonna be close. And I like to protect on the Sneasler to try to stall out the Trick Room. I think this is the end of Trick Room here, if I'm not mistaken. Grassy Glide. Get the KO on the Porygon 2. That should basically be it. Arnie's taking off the headset. I think he's calling it.
Yeah. The gracious headset removal of a solid.
It's always fun because Arnie always immediately wants to start talking to the opponent after the game's done.
I really identify with that. As a yapper myself, I love identify.
It. I like talking in the middle of games if my opponent wants to.
Yeah.
Had that with Angel a couple weeks back at another local, but we're going to see damage being done to the Amoonguss.
Very slowly. Oh.
Yeah, very slowly. It's going to take a minute, but I think there's no real way for Amoonguss to get through this based on the damage that was already done to it, and the fact that Poison Touch can't activate on it, because I realized that it's a Poison type and it can't be hit by Poison Touch, but it could get hit by other Dire Claw statuses.
Oh, and the Spore into the Sneasler.
Yeah, it does get the Spore, but I don't think it has any way to KO the Sneasler. And Basculegion with adaptability, I would imagine Last Respects, it might KO.
No,
okay, it doesn't.
Amoonguss hangs in there.
Can Amoonguss win these?
Does Amoonguss win these?
No. No, it doesn't. Because it doesn't have HP is the problem.
Yeah,
it has no way to get back more HP than it has right now.
True.
It can't switch out if there are no friends there to switch out into.
Oh, it would be nice to have friends.
It is nap time is the thing. It is nap time is the thing.
That is true, yeah. Yeah, nap time for everyone.
It's nap time.
And Pollen Puff.
Huge Pollen Puff?
Huge.
10 damage?
Yeah. Can it happen? Can it be done? No, yeah.
It's nap time is the thing.
I think we failed to consider...
It's nap time is the thing.
Yeah, I think we failed to consider that it is nap time.
It is nap time.
Pollen Puff and 2. Basculegion.
Oh, huge damage. That's 20 damage.
That's massive.
Look, at the rate that this is moving, it's doubling each time it's being used.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Oh, no more nap time.
No more nap time. Nap time for Amoonguss. Goes back to his Pokeball.
And Tyler Deacy takes the victory and will move on to the finals.
And who will they face in the finals?
I don't know. We're gonna find out. But regardless, Tyler did such a good job playing around it in that last game. Getting the Poison Touch onto the Porygon 2 meant a lot early on in that one, but also just having the Magmar take Ice Beam so many times and take so many weak hits.
Right, because that Magmar was really doing work, just being able to protect all of its partners so that they could do the damage on these big, scary Pokemon.
Yeah, the big thing was that Wood Hammer onto the Ursaluna.
Yes.
Basically decided the game there. But in any case, we are going to take a very quick break, and we'll be back with finals.
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere.